Our imagination is how we create worlds. It's how we create our entire reality. I created all of this from my imagination. I've created everything from my imagination. We can create anything. There really are no limits. I was always making potions with my mum's shampoo in the bath. I used to drive her nuts using all of her potions. And also in the garden, you know, making perfumes with petals and things you find, different botanicals. So I've always done that. And it's just, I guess my entire model is built and run by my inner child. The Conkers Magical Earth Academy was founded here in Upton Country Park in 2023. The classes that we currently offer is our most well-known one that most people come for is our Magical Potion Masterclass. And then we offer magic wand making, dragon egg making, unicorn dream catchers, mermaid jewellery, all sorts. On the surface, we may look like a small magic school, you know, something that's make-believe, but actually our classes really are a gateway. Everybody loves to learn. You've just got to find the right way. I know from my personal experience that the traditional school system isn't for everyone. It didn't suit me. I loved being in nature, and I remember distinctly many times in primary school being sent out of the classroom, being given lines, being sent to the headmaster for the simple reason because I kept asking why. Thankfully, I had a really supportive mum who just allowed me to be me. Even when she was being rung up by the school, she would just laugh and just say, "You keep being you, Lisa." And you know, thankfully, I had a lot of self-confidence. So even when I was being told that I am bad, I'm naughty, I'm not towing the line, I was okay. But a lot of children are told this and they believe it. And so we're just trying to create a space now for other children that don't fit into the traditional school system. I'm not a teacher, but I am the child. You know, the same as so many of the children that come to us. I am that child. And yet I've gone on to do extraordinary things. I have lived a very rich and colourful life. I had a job at Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. That was my first experience working with children. I then went travelling around the world for a couple of years on my own, backpacking. My first business I started was catering, because I love food, I love eating. And within a year, we were Jamie Oliver's caterer and Google and Warner Films. So I actually fed Gandalf, which was kind of fun to see Gandalf at your buffet. So maybe it started then, you know, it was a little sign of what was to come. How I returned to this space of being very deeply connected to my inner child and that child that I was, you know, my company grew quite big and it was very stressful. And in the end, I decided to take some time out. I thought I'd be a couple of months. It was actually 3 years. I bought a camper van and I just drove, and I eventually ended up in Scotland. And so I spent 3 years sleeping in the forests. And that's when it all started returning, the magic and the promises that I'd made as a child. When I was on the road, I would pick up seasonal work on campsites, various campsites. And what I was finding is that children would follow me around everywhere. And my colleagues would be like, "Lisa, what are you doing?" And I have no idea. They just keep following me. I don't know why this is. And I now know that they were showing me, "You're meant to work with us because you can see us." Because I speak to children as an equal. I see all children as equals. I do not consider myself the adult and then the child. We're all equals. In fact, if anything, I know that they are my teacher. Oftentimes people forget that our children are our future. They are the next generation. And it really, how I view it, is that I am here to serve them. We are here to serve them. We are here to ask them what kind of a world they want to inherit. I often joke that we should really put children in Parliament. I stand by the ethos that it takes a village to raise a child. And so I like to think that we are the village returning. Here in Upton Country Park, this is our very first one, but the vision is big. So eventually we plan on opening these all around the country and then all around the world. We do have families that already travel to us from different countries, such as Dubai and Spain and Germany. One of the things we're really excited about is to begin incorporating a lot more classes that are more alongside the mainstream subjects such as maths, English, science, but using the environment, using our environment, the natural environment, rather than, you know, being sat in a classroom and being told you must sit still all day, because we do have a lot of energy as children, and actually, you know, we need to move. Particularly now, I really feel that Conkers needs to be available to as many people, as many children and big children as we possibly can be, because the world, as we all know, is changing drastically. And with how overstimulating the world is now, we find that many children don't have time, they don't have a chance to be bored. And now we need those still places of so-called boredom, which is where the creativity really begins to emerge. And so with us, you know, whenever they come to do say a craft class, they're given just a little guidance, but then we leave them to just allow that to unfold. And it certainly really unfolds very well when you're in a very natural environment, surrounded by flowers and trees, and you know, there are unicorns and fairies that live here. Every day is exciting. This is our birthright. This is how we all should be. We should wake up excited to face the day and what it's going to bring. And this is what we want to bring back to people. We're just getting started. There's so much more to come.